here with Softball IQ. In today's video, we're going to talk about tips for leading off of each bag. Starting with first base, tip number 1 is the setup. You want to make sure you're athletic and comfortable. 2 main positions is with 1 foot behind or with 1 foot in front. Regardless, you want to make sure that you're athletic, comfortable, and ready to push off the bag. Tip number 2 is to be explosive off the bag. Every single time, you want to make sure the other team thinks you're stealing second base. Tip number 3 is to make sure you get 3 hard steps off the bag. You want to make sure you're no more than a step and a dive away so you're not getting picked off at first base. Whether you're running back or diving back, you want to make sure you go back to the back corner, furthest away from the first baseman. Tip number 4 is checking your defense. That's after every pitch. You want to check your catcher, your pitcher, your middle infield, and if any of them are out of position or their back is turned to the play, that's when you can delay steal second. Now we're going to go ahead and show it live, and then we'll go over to second base. Now we're going to talk about leadoffs from second base. Tip number 1 and tip number 2 are going to be the same as first. You want to make sure you're in an athletic, comfortable position, ready to explode off the bag. Again, making the other team thinking that you're stealing third. Tip number 3 is to take 4 to 5 hard steps off the bag to push the defense. When you're a runner at second base, you're thinking that you're scoring. If there is no play, you're going to hustle back to the bag, again on the back corner. Tip number 4 is to check the defense. If the catcher throws behind to second base, that's a perfect opportunity to take third. If shortstop or third base isn't in a position to cover third, another opportunity to advance to third. We're going to show you now in full speed. Now we're going to talk about leadoffs from third base. Tip number 1, you still want to make sure you're in that athletic, comfortable position on the bag. Tip number 2, we're taking 2 to 3 hard steps off the bag, making sure we're still only a step and a dive away so that we're not picked off. Make sure you're also still in an athletic position if there is a pass ball and it gets away from the catcher that you can score. Tip number 3, you want to make sure that your leadoff is foul. If the ball is hit and it makes contact with you, you're not out. You also want to make sure that you're coming back in fair territory in the catcher's throwing lane to third base. Now we're going to show you full speed.